Hey guys, welcome back to JD Gaming. I am Jamie, and this is Kerbal Space Program. This is our series of the Kerbal System Tour. Last episode, we did a fairly successful mission to make sure I can remember the basics of orbital mechanics and just being able to get into space in a stable orbit that doesn't decay or anything and re-enter safely. Right, we did that great. So I've just been playing around with different ideas of what I want to do next, and I think what we're going to do is an Apollo-style mission, right? So what that means is we're going to have the command pod, once we get into orbit, detach and then attach to the lander. Take the lander out to the Mun. The lander's going to land, and then come back up, rendezvous back up with the command pod, and then get back to orbit of Kerbin, detach the lander and all that unnecessary stuff, and just have the command pod re-enter, right? Okay, so we're gonna have 3 crew. That's the goal, right? And then 2's gonna land, 1's gonna stay in the orbiter. So let's design the orbiter stage first. Coupling, I need a docking port. That's the docking port junior. Clampotron, that's the one. All right. So we're going to need a heat shield. Is that 2.5? Yeah, so 2.5. And we are going to need radial mounted parachutes. It's already on 3x symmetry. I was playing around earlier just with a couple different designs just to look. But we're going to be building this one fresh because I didn't like the one that I built earlier. Alright, so this is what's going to be re-entering. So I think that's good. So we need a separation, a decoupler. I need a 2.5. Where does it show that information? Okay, so that just happened to be the right one, so that works. All right. Can I sort by size? Size. There we go. That's kind of not what I'm looking for. All right, so we'll go back to this, and we need a 2.5 meter tank. Okay. Okay, that's not what I need. That's not what I need. How do I tell the size of the fuel tanks? It shows 1 meter. It's 1 meter tall. How do I tell? All right. Anyways. Okay. So that's okay. That's gonna be overkill delta V. That's fine. I need. Where is the Terrier? The Cheetah. That's a little too small. Okay. There's a lot of engines. Holy crap. Skipper. Definitely don't need a skipper. The Poodle. It gives me 654 delta V. I don't need quite that much thrust or anything. Mastodon. 1600 delta V with that. Where is... Do I have like a filter on or something? Oh, I have it by size. Maybe by size is what I need. How do I turn the filters off? I don't know. This game, there's a lot to it. The Terrier, that's very small. Where is the Poodle? They changed a lot of things. Swivel. Spark. Cheetah. They've added a lot of stuff. I know I keep saying that. There's a Poodle. 654 delta V. Okay, so I have a delta V map on my phone. Let me pull it up real quick, just to see what we're dealing with. Alright, to get to a Kerbin orbit, 3400, and then to encounter I need 86 or 860, so I need a total of 512. To land I need 580. So this is not going to cut it. I need a little bit more if this is going to be what we get to circularize and get back in deorbit. So I need a little bit bigger fuel tank. Oh, that's big. Large holding tank. Man, they... Oh, I just clicked out of the game again. They have a lot of tanks. Okay, so if I put that on there, 950 Delta V. That feels like a little overkill. That's just what I had. So what if I add those two? What kind of Delta V are we looking at? 824. Okay. So this is just the stage that's going to get us into orbit, hopefully, of the moon, of the Mun, and bring us back home, right? That's the goal. Okay, so I need another decoupler. And now we're going to build the landings. I need a landing can. What crew capacity does this have? Crew capacity 2. That's perfect. Alright. Go away. Alright, so we need a fuel tank for this. So, to deorbit and land on the moon, I need 580. So I need probably about, just to be safe, about 1500 Delta V. Oh, no, this is probably calculated on the surface, right? So that's probably way more than I need, but that's fine. Again, overkill is what I'm going for here. So, oh, that's huge. Let's go back by size. That's huge. That's huge. Let's just see. Let me... That's way too big. Do I want to go with like radial engines? It's only 7 meters a second. That doesn't seem right. Skipper, I don't need a skipper. Oh. That's probably a lifting stage. I need something small that we can land with. Solid booster, I don't need solid boosters. That looks... Okay, hold on. That looks more like the Apollo style missions, like right there. Holy crap, that's a lot of Delta V. I don't like that fairing. Let's see if we can't figure out something a little bit better. Okay, that looks stupid. This game is so confusing. Alright, aerodynamics. Is there the fairing doohickey? Fan shroud. Holy, they've added a lot. how to spell fairing. There we go. Oh, that's huge. Not big enough. How do I... There we go, we'll do that. I need a decoupler. Okay, so engine, decoupler, the fairing, engine. Alright. Okay, so let's save it. Alright, so this should be... So what's going to happen... Oh, I didn't finish the landing part. Alright, the lander needs to be smaller. Let's probe. Lunar excursion module. Okay, that's perfect. Alright, so put that on there. Alright, beautiful. We're going to need... It's got RCS on it and everything. And liquid fuel. It's got lights. What crew capacity does that have? It has 2. That's okay. That's what I need. All right, so I need landing legs. So this I can get rid of. All right. Actually, I need a decoupler. Not a decoupler, a docking port. What kind do you have? That's a Clampotron docking port. That's what I need. All right. So that way it'll be able to dock. All right. Fuel tank. That's RCS. And an engine, a very small engine. Spark. Where's like the little terrier? There's a terrier. 56 Delta V. That doesn't seem right. Oh, that's calculating for everything. I think that'll be fine to land and come back. I think this will be plenty. All right. Now we need a decoupler. Always grab the wrong one. Okay, so maybe we need a fairing. Where are the fairings by default? Payload. Alright, that's where they're at. Well, that's huge. That doesn't quite cover it. There we go. Oh, full disclosure, I might have had a little bit of adult beverages. So this should be fun, right? So that should be hopefully enough to get us to and from the moon. You know what I am going to do? They have the escape towers? They do. Alright, before I forget it, how do I do this? Actions. I don't remember. Abort. Activate engine. Alright. So when I abort, it's going to do that. And it's going to decouple. That's great. That's fine, but I need to have a decoupler there, I believe. I don't know. That's at the very top, so that's like that should go away very quick because I'm going to decouple it. Alright, so that doesn't matter. Alright, so save. Alright, there we go. Alright, so far this is what we have. We have, hopefully once we get in orbit, that should take us to the moon, or the Mun, orbit the Mun, get the lander to the surface and back, rendezvous back, and get back to Kerbin. And then hopefully land safely. So now we need an ascent. And according to my handy dandy, we need 3,400 to get into orbit. I'm going to overkill it. I'm going to go for about 4,000 just to make sure. All right, so we need some fuel tanks. Some big old fuel tanks. That's not big enough. That's not the right shape. That's not... Oh, I keep clicking off the game. That's too big. I really wish I could tell what size everything is. There has to be a way to... I still have legs on here. Why do I keep finding the right... Okay, that is the right size, but why is it the only... Okay. So the size is clearly not working, right? Oh, that's a big fuel tank. There we go, finally. Probably gonna need 2 of those. And a big old honking engine. The skiff. Just the thrust to weight ratio, not even close to big enough. Alright. Mastodon. No. It is shift, okay. 1.24. Okay, so it looks like this should be good. I don't know if it's good or not, so let's put some fins on it, some stabilizers. Winglets, yeah. And structural, where is that? Oh, no. Alright, so let's save it. Let's zoom out. This is a big old honking rocket. So we got that. Then the stabilizers go. Then we decouple. Fairings. The engine. Decouple. Fairings. Engine. and then hopefully by then we'll be coming back. Okay, so we'll save it and see what happens, right? What could possibly go wrong, as Quill 18 would say. Alright, so here we are, sitting on the launch pad. This is probably going to be a complete failure. So turn on SAS, throttle to full. What is it? Z and X. Okay, Z and X. Alright. So, wish me luck. Jeb, Bill, Bob, good luck. Alright. So, ooh, that's loud. Alright. So, we're going up. That's always a good thing. We are going up. This is burning the Delta V super quick. There's no way. No way. We're going extremely slow. Absolutely no way we're getting into space. It is extremely wobbly. Absolutely no way we're getting into space. I would be shocked. We're just gonna go and see what it looks like. See what we can do. This thing, actually, real quick, let me turn on the ambient lighting, which is something I just found out about because it looks a little dark. There we go. That might be a little much. We'll see what that looks like. Alright, so we hit 10,000 and we are gaining speed quite rapidly. I know this stage does have a lot of Delta V in it, so I mean, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we can always send a rescue mission, right? We'll just see how it goes. Might do some asparagus staging or some SRBs or something on top. This is just a proof of concept, right? I mean, other than the wobbling, it's pretty stable. Alright, I'm going to pitch over a little bit more dramatically. Actually, oh, I have no control without engines on. Go ahead and follow the horizon. I'm way overkilling it. Alright, so we'll warp to there. Actually, we'll warp to about right there. And then we'll just use the remaining fuel in the stage to burn completely sideways. Completely horizontal. Alright. Stage. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough time. I'm not gonna have enough time to do what I needed to do. Okay, so yeah, we're going to revert to vehicle assembly. So ideally that first stage needs to be able to get us in orbit, circularized and stabled. So do I want to use First off, let me get some of these. 4 times symmetry. Yeah, I think I want to use these. And then maybe some swivels. Yeah, those are too big. Where are my swivels? Those are too small. Those are too big. Those are too big. So what engine fits? Oh, that's okay. So size, I need to make sure that's on. It's too big. You know what? We'll just put those on. Some aerodynamic nose cones. Those are way too small. Too small. Too small. Too big. There we go. Alright, we'll do some asparagus staging. So Shift X. So no, why? How can I break symmetry? No. Alright, first off, let's just try this with 2, right? Alright. What was I doing? Engine, fuel load, payload. Then my engines, not skipper, not that. Where was it? Why is there not an engine that fits that? That kind of fits. All right, that works. And then we will do our fuel lines. There. To there. You know what, that's fine. I don't care. That is off a little bit. We need aerodynamics. And we need struts. Actually, is there auto struts? I don't remember if that was a thing or not. I read about that at some point, but that's fine. Alright, so these light, that goes. We're great. Everything's good. No worries. Put those down there. Put that above. Alright, we'll try this. Mun Mission is still a go. Alright, so let's launch. Oh, this thing is terrible. Alright, so full throttle. Launch. It should be okay. Let's go ahead and get this map set up. Alright, very loud. We're also going a lot. Oh, wow. We got a lot more authority. It's a lot wigglerier. That's a word, I promise. This thing is terrible. We are hauling space butt. It is so hard to control. So hard to control. Okay. Everything's fine. We're fine. We are fine. So much easier to control now. This thing is way too long. I can definitely more aggressively turn. As long as that doesn't drop too rapidly. We are very wobbly. Alright, so yeah, that little bit of asparagus staging definitely helped. Alright, I need to point a little bit more up. Try to push our apoapsis out. Because we need it to be at least 700 or 70k. Point a little bit more up, push that up a little bit faster because we are running out of delta V. Alright, there we go. Now I can start throttling it back a little bit. We'll warp to about there. Alright, so we might actually be able to achieve orbit with this stage. That is the goal. Or at least get... No, we need to get orbit because the way I designed it. There's a lot of new icons up here that I don't recognize. But that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, I have no I have no authority on control. When the engines are off, that's fine. So it's not the most efficient maneuver ever. But we definitely will achieve orbit with this. I say definitely. I have been imbibing some adult beverages, so there's always the chance of failure. How much more delta? We have 601 delta V. I really love that it tells you how much delta V you have left in the stage. Because I was thinking, do I need MechJeb or Kerbal Engineer or anything like that? Because that's mainly what I use it for, is the apoapsis and periapsis information and delta V. But now that delta V is baked in, I can find my apoapsis and periapsis information in game. But now that that's built in, the delta V information. Alright, we are technically in an orbit, so I'm going to try to circularize. That word is hard for me to say. Can I tell this to point retrograde? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to, what is it, F5 to quick save? Yes, F5 to quick save. Alright. Just point stable. Alright, now here's the tricky part. I've already been recording for about 35 minutes. What is it? F2. Actually, I want to time warp until we actually get the sun in the view. And then we're going to take a screenshot. I think we're going to call this episode here. And then put a cut in. That's pretty poetic, right? Alright. So yeah, I think we're going to put a cut in here. We're going to F5 and actually going to make a hard save. Save game. Mun Mission KO for Kerbal Orbit. Yeah, I'm going to put a save or put a cut in here, and we'll pick up with the next episode of me trying to get this craft to the moon and back. Alright guys, well, I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you give a like and make sure you subscribe so you can follow up and see how we do from here on out. Appreciate you watching and stay tuned for more.